Skinny people who gained weight. How did your life drastically change? I met my husband while studying psychology in college, and it was love at first sight. We connected so well that he actually proposed to me just 12 months into our relationship, and I said yes. Everyone told me that I was rushing into this, and that my marriage would most likely end in divorce, but I never believed them. And I was right, since even after marriage, our bedroom life and social life both remained as active as ever. Unfortunately, the first bump in our marriage would also be our biggest. Soon after my graduation, I came out as pregnant and surprised everyone because we had promised to not try for a baby. But regardless, I was excited to jump into motherhood and my husband supported me wholeheartedly. Little did I know, my life was about to turn into hell. I gained a lot of weight during pregnancy, thinking that I could lose it all after childbirth, and I was wrong. Months after giving birth to my son, my body was still swollen and 50 pounds heavier than before. I felt like a prisoner in a shell because my self-esteem had taken a massive hit. My husband tried to get me to cheer up by inviting me on dates and initiating intimacy, but I was just so insecure that I refused to dress up and go out, or even let him touch my body. As a result, our intimate life devolved into nothingness. My hair also started thinning out, which made everything worse, and now I was even afraid to look in the mirror. My hormones caused my high school acne to come back, which was just added cherry on top. If I had to watch the number on the scale climb, I knew my old Ed might come back in full force, but I couldn't help myself and eventually gave up. I canceled my regular waxing appointments, had my hair in a dirty bun at all times, and wore my baggy clothes everywhere. I was ashamed of my appearance and tried to hide in plain sight, and it didn't take long for my husband to begin to notice that I was declining. After I hadn't washed my hair in 2 weeks, he sat me down and told me how concerned he was about me. He said all he wanted was for me to feel healthy and feel like myself again. He tried cooking me healthy meals as well as buying me new clothes, but it was no use. I still didn't feel good enough to put myself together. Meanwhile, my husband's help with the baby took a huge load off my plate, but we still had no physical relationship since I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin. I started avoiding kisses with him and we just kept drifting apart. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't recognize myself. Just the sight of my naked body could make me burst out in tears. Any closeness my husband and I had was fading by the day, and we walked around the house like strangers drowning in our own stress, alone. A couple months after giving birth I was venting to my friend about my marriage and body issues, explaining how lost and undesirable I was feeling. To my surprise, she revealed that she went through something similar when she had her youngest. I asked her if she ever found some sort of solution. She calmed all my worries and settled my confusion by recommending Ogbilene pills.